to another episode of AdultsCraft from the AP Java server. I'm Roderick, and in this episode we are working on finishing up our witch farm here. So in the last episode we got this witch farm built, and it's good. It's working great. Get quite a bit of drops. Got from a couple hours of AFK, we got a few stacks of redstone and some sugar and all that stuff. So we'll just kind of fly down here. Now this farm has been emptied out and it's been running for approximately 3 minutes, and already we're getting glowstone dust, sugar, gunpowder, redstone dust. So in this episode we're going to make some enhancements. We're going to kind of pretty it up a little bit. We're going to be putting in a item sorter for the loot drops. We're going to take the loot here, we're going to run out this way and then probably around the corner like this. And we're going to have item sorting circuits for the redstone, glowstone dust, for all the drops really that come from the witches. And another witch has entered the killing chamber. So yeah, the farm is working out great. I didn't have to dig a full perimeter. It took me about 2 weeks of real time to build. So now it's time to go ahead and get started. The first thing we got to do is we got to clear, well, technically I already did this. Cleared away all the blocks within the despawn radius from the AFK spot up way up there, like beyond the clouds up there. And we kind of already did that. As you can see here, we carved out this bowl shape here. I gotta tear down this and then carve this away, and then that whole thing will be done. So that when you're in the AFK spot, the only thing that will spawn will be witches inside the farm. So it'll really maximize the rates there. Oh, we have a zombie coming up to say hello. Hello, zombie. You look a little warm, a little bit on fire. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut to the time lapse of clearing all this away because it's kind of fun, and I got my camera account up there, so it looks pretty cool. And then when we come back, we're going to work on setting up nether portals. We're going to put another portal down in the loot room, which is going to be down there. And we're going to be having like a little glass walkway because there's a lever right up there that toggles that clock on and off. So if you're not going to be by the farm, you know, why have the clock running if you're not here working the farm? So we have to build a little glass staircase up there to get that done. Build our AFK spot way up there with another nether portal. So basically how this is going to work is going to be 3 nether portals. One for the lever, one for the loot room, and one for the AFK spot, which is going to be then all linked up to the nether hub. So if somebody wants to come use the farm, they can pop into the lever portal, turn the lever on, pop back through into the AFK spot portal, AFK for a while, pop back through that, and then down into the loot room to pick up their drops. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed the time lapse. I had a lot of fun making it, and I think it turned out very well, especially with the music and everything set to it. My next thing I want to try doing as in part of the series is once Optifine finally finishes, I'm going to try using some shaders on the time-lapse sequences to make them look a bit better. So the next thing we can do is place down the nether portal for the loot room. So I'm just kind of, I don't have any blocks to kind of lay this out, but I'm thinking the loot room is going to go from here, it's going to go out, and then over, and then potentially wrap back around this wall. It should give us plenty of drops. So we're going to go ahead and set another portal up here. Yep, that's a mistake. Needs to be a smidge higher. Okay, let's just go grab some dirt blocks real quick for temporary blocking. Now, mind you, as I'm recording this, it's fairly early in the morning. I'm still having my first cup of coffee, so let's expect a couple more mistakes like this, and let's just not get too upset about them. All right, grab a few blocks here. And pro elytrating skills right there. Yeah, we gotta go one more up and then over. Yeah, that looks more like another portal. All right, now the one thing I love about this server is that I can just run a trigger. And those, wrong one. And this will give me the coordinates. Maybe. Yeah, it's not giving me the coordinates here. Okay, let's see. NC underscore in overworld set. Okay. Wow, okay, so that's just not working for some reason. So we're gonna do this the manual way. We're gonna just do a little bit of math here and fire up some calculators. Okay, so now that we got our nether portal coordinates, it's getting dark, so let's get into the nether before we get overrun with mobs here. Okay, we have finished the loot room here, so to speak. We still have to put it in the item storage system, or the ISSS, the item sorting storage system. I know it sounds a little bit like ISIS, but we can overlook that, can't we, guys? I mean, it's just an ISSS, not an ISIS. Or let me know in the comments down below a better name that I could call that thing, and we'll go with that. So in the meantime, before we get to that, because I need to go make a bunch of redstone components, and in order to make those components, I need to go farm a bunch of quartz ore. We're going to be working on the AFK platform, and the AFK platform is going to be really, in fact, you can't even see it from down here. It's going to be really high up in the sky, like around 180 level, just because I want the very bottom of the despawn sphere to be centered in on this farm here. So when I'm up in the AFK spot, that chest at the very top of that hopper is a non-spawnable layer, and the hopper itself is even on a non-spawnable Y level. So only things above that can spawn, which that allows us to get away without digging a perimeter, because we have a very smaller area to work with, and it's easier for us to go through and dig away the spawnable blocks in that area. So now that this is all finished here with a nice purple and yellow end dimension floor pattern here, and some end rods hanging from iron bars as lights here, we're gonna go ahead and get that AFK platform built, and then we'll come back and see how that turned out. And we have finished building the AFK room. So essentially the way this works is you stand here as such, and now the farm is running, which is our spawning, which is our dying, and we're collecting the drops down in the loot room below. You finish your AFK session, probably for about 6 hours, since that's how often the server reboots. And then we just pop in through the portal. We run around the corner and down to the loot room portal. And we are down here now. We're back down in the loot room. And let's see what we have accumulated for drops. Ooh. That was a loud sound of witches dying. And it looks like we've accumulated quite a bit of drops so far, just for the little bit that we've been working on it here. And so that's basically it. There's also the lever you have to pull to turn on the automatic floor shifter. That you go through this portal for. And you go up the staircase here and you flick the little lever and that will automatically shift the floor. So if any witches get hung up, then the floor will shift them and knock them down. So. And that basically it. And way up there, ooh, we had to knock down the scaffolding. So let's go and knock that down real quick. Piece of glass laying here. We'll pick that up. And goodbye, scaffolding. As we watch the tower just rain scaffolding down upon us. So now we have a checkerboard box floating in the sky, which is where our AFK spot is for this farm. Go ahead and just swoop up all of this. Break that block because we don't want anything spawning on top of that. And that is it. That concludes the witch farm project. Now there's a little bit of minor work here. We did shift the AFK room over. It was originally going to be on the right side of the farm, but we shifted it to the left to make the portals work out better. Which means that hill back there needs to go away, but I'll do that off camera. It's pretty grindy stuff, so we'll probably say that for a stream over on Twitch. Reminder, I do stream every Sunday, 2 p.m. Central on Twitch. The link will be in the description down below. Be sure to head on over to there, give the channel a follow, and hit the bell icon to get notified the next time I go live, so you can come and hang out with me. And that, I believe, is that. I think this pretty much concludes our episode here. We got the witch farm all done. The niceties are all in place. We have all the mechanics in. We still don't have the automatic item storage, but I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera. This episode's getting to be a bit on the long side, and we want to keep it nice and tight. So if you like this episode, go ahead and hit the like button down below. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. That way you get notified when new episodes of the AdultsCraft series comes out. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next episode.